LASED is important for the community because it's one of the first and oldest organizations in this area, and everyone goes to LASED because they know they can be helped.
The community doesn't have a voice, and sometimes they need organizations like LASED to step up and say what needs to be said.
We need to start with the youth because the youth is the future, and right now the Detroit public school system is falling apart. These students who come from immigrant families are speaking 2 different languages in the household, and they're struggling to adapt to the American culture. They don't see their own spot here, they don't see their place, a place for them.
I first came to LASED as a customer, you could say. Me and my mom came in for legal help, kinda. We were having trouble with the food stamps, and because we just had got out from the refugee house we were in, and we needed help like trying to figure out all the paperwork. So we heard about LASED that they helped, and we came in, and then from that it has just escalated.
LASED citizenship class is different from other classes that are offered in the other places. We offer training class. It's not really a normal class. We do not have a textbook. We just use the material from the website and what I prepare for the group. We go over the 4 steps to become a U.S. citizen, which means understanding English, reading, writing, and have a knowledge of the history government of the United States. We care about the people.
When I started in LASED, I worked 3 years volunteer, and they give me opportunities for the know different communities and the different persons, children, and my English is the first course in LASED.
Because right now we are providing a service to the community to help them better their lives, not only for the adults with the ESL offering English as a second language, but we also provide services to the seniors who have nothing to do during the day, a place to hang out, commerce.
A lot of the seniors don't have transportation or the means to go to the office and speak with their specialists because they do have a heavy caseload. So I provide that advocacy on their behalf via email, via fax, and I can move things like that for them so they can get the Medicaid or they can get their food stamps. If they were cut off, I can do an application right away in the system and help them get that help that they need.
We also offer opportunities for the children too to keep them out of gangs. So extracurricular activities in the summer. We have a summer preventive learning loss program that we'll be starting up again this year. We've had it for a few years.
I teach here Zumba for my regular Zumba ladies. Also I teach Zumba for the seniors. I as well teach karate for the kids from 5 years old up to 13, 14, 15 adolescents. I didn't know, maybe like 2 months ago I just found out about it, that the kids in Detroit, they don't have a recess. For me to teach my kids karate, I make sure they really get a really good physical training and also self-defense training for them. And most of it, the most important thing is discipline. That's something that I like to always focus for them.
I think that working here is just trying to give back to the community. It's a way to try to get involved and try to make a change and try to help someone. Well, that's the way I see it. Mostly trying just to help someone else. Mostly kids nowadays, their generations growing up are, I don't know where they are. They're involved, they're mostly concerned with technology, friends, partying, getting drunk, getting high, and all that. They're not focusing on what they really have to do. So I feel like, from what I've experienced, I feel that I should somehow try to help them, try to find the right path. And I think that LASED gives me like a channel to do that.
I kind of am a poster child of the American dream because my parents came from Mexico. They were immigrants. They did not speak English very well, at least my mom did not. She was a stay-at-home mom. I was the first college graduate. I was the first one to graduate from law school, the first to work in a corporate law department. and the first to run for a non-traditional Republican Party statewide position. You know, anything's possible. Your life, your world's the oyster, and it depends on what you want to focus on, what you want to do, and what you want to accomplish, and kind of just setting up an invisible roadmap on how to get there.
This is a rock in the community, and people know Lisette.
Yes, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because you never realize how nonprofits really operate until you really start working with them. And I was very fortunate that when I was in transition from my law practice, the board chairman, who's been a good friend of mine, Jane Garcia, asked me to help Lisette. And one of the first things in any nonprofit or corporation in a restructuring, you look at what the bottom line is, what your finances are. And I was stunned to see how much Lisette was able to accomplish with such a small budget. There's a certain quaintness of Lisette, because everybody at Lisette is family. You come through the door, you'll get services, but people always come back and always share their experiences and always share their successes, whether they become a citizen or they participate in a basketball league or go to a baseball game with the youth group or get translation services. You always see repeat customers, or even during Christmas time. On the outside, you just look at the good things that are occurring, and Lisette operates on a shoestring, but yet provides so many important services for the community, for people that sometimes live in the shadows, and no one else in the community provides those kinds of services. We're very fortunate that we have so many partners and collaborate with so many people, because otherwise Lisette would not be able to do it on the budget that it has.
It's the first course in Lisette, and my first jobs in this country, taking Lisette and support for different problems with my documents for the immigration, and support for my son in the summer program, and give me big opportunity for help seniors, my partners, and all the different friends. I love Lisette.